The Minister of Transport, Creecy, has officially launched the transport campaign. It happened in UNISA on Thursday, and I want to bring her in the conversation. Minister, a very important day today. Give us an idea in terms of how does this drive a social and economic growth?
Well, I think what we understand is that transport is an essential factor in our economy. It helps people get to work, it helps students get to schools and to universities. It's obviously crucially important in terms of the movement of goods and commodities, both to customers and of course to export and import. And what we've seen over the last few years is that dysfunctionality in our logistics sector has impacted heavily on the economy. It's been in the aftermath of the COVID pandemic, it was one of the abiding constraints on recovery. Over the last 2 years, we have been working very hard to recover key rail corridors, both for passengers and for freight. Of course, we've been doing a lot of work to recapitalize our ports so that we no longer see ships queued up outside of our ports. And the issue of safety on our roads, of course, is enormously important. Sanral has a huge program to upgrade our key national roads. Sanral's also taken over some of the provincial roads, almost 3,000 kilometers in the last financial year. And through the Vala Zonke project, we're also working with municipalities to make sure that municipal roads are fit for purpose. What is also important when we consider the transport ecosystem is aviation. And we know that the COVID pandemic impacted heavily on aviation. I'm pleased to say that our recovery has been excellent. We're now transporting 19 million passengers a year through the Acsa network and almost 500,000 tons of air freight. And of course, we're very pleased to see that SAA is going from strength to strength. And next month, we will be launching another route between South Africa and Botswana.
Minister, far beyond that, we look at how South Africa, you had a vision when you came into your role. Is this the vision that you had?
You know, when I came into this position together with Deputy Minister, we had to find a way in which we could bring together the whole department and all of our 17 entities to work together for common objectives, because it's a massive ecosystem. And I think that is why we decided on the 6 numbers of improving the amount of freight, the number of passengers that we move on rail, the reduction in road accidents, and of course improvements to our aviation sector. What we're finding is that this huge ecosystem is starting to cohere. All of the entities are starting to move in a common direction. And the implementation progress that we've made, I think, is really a tribute to the fact that the entities themselves realize the crucial role they play in getting our economy to work and making sure, of course, that we create jobs, which is, I think, the number one priority of our country.
Thank you very much, Minister. Well, that's details looking exactly at what the Transport Month is looking at in terms of how South Africa has gone towards winning in the transport sector. That's Minister Creecy speaking to us, of course, at UNISA. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I am Nqobile Madlala in Midrand.